In the latest entry into the Dutch franchise, it seems the story is far from over, and in many ways, you're kind of wondering when and how is this going to end. So, to summarize the movie, with Dutch now being settled in Italy, he claims that he's trying to move into bigger, better things and potentially lead the game, but it seems that there are too many who either need him or want him alive and operating in order for him to truly retire. For example, clearly Angel and Craze, who enjoy the fruits of his labor, may not know what else to do with themselves, and then when it comes to Agent Yates, she sees Dutch as her white whale, and who knows what she would be able to do with herself if she ever did actually catch him. But for Dutch, he's getting older, and the idea of being on the run might be something he has accepted, but he struggles to commit to it without having something to show for it. So through Renato, who is the head of a mob, he plans to set him and his people up for life through learning from Renato and hopefully transitioning to something that's still very lucrative but far less dangerous. So, again, to the view section. To be frank, Dutch Free International Gangster lacks the elements you would think a major franchise would have. And granted, it's BT Plus, so in many ways, you know that it's kind of mid tier. It's not going to have Netflix level budget, but at the same time, it's not going to be something on Tubi level. But being that there seems to be such a great divide between sinners of the world, and then you have stuff like Dutch, trying to find what exactly is the quality of a middle run type of movie, like a double A versus a triple A or a single A, or however you want to put it. It's very hard to gauge how to judge that. And when it comes to Dutch, yes, there are a few recognizable faces who you've seen their talent in other things, like Lance Gross Star, amongst other things. But speaking specifically about this movie, it just feels like it feels like it should have been a miniseries. Like, considering Angel has her own spinoff, at this point, it almost feels like Dutch would operate better as a miniseries, if not a full length series, rather than a movie, because it feels like everything is so truncated. Like, everything that happened in 2 regarding Angel taking out the Fed and all that, it just feels like it's still an active storyline because Agent Yates is hunting her down, but it doesn't feel like it's important. Agent Yates doesn't feel like a true threat because people are starting to lose faith in her, especially on her side of things. And then we talk about Craze. Jimmy Meeks is now just a face that you recognize. He doesn't really feel like he has a notable role in this movie. And then when it comes to Dutch, or even Zoom, it just feels like so much should have been done with these characters to really take this to the next level, to show why this is a trilogy, but it doesn't have that oomph. It doesn't have that something special in it. It just feels like it's a recognizable franchise for BT Plus, so to keep putting money into it, but it doesn't really have anything to say. It doesn't have anything to show. And again, it's like, you shouldn't judge this to the same levels as Sinners or something that Jordan Peele produces, but at the same time, this is still on a major network at BET Plus, which is connected to Paramount. So it's like, I can't lower the bar but so much and still not kind of question what exactly was it supposed to deliver. And I think that's why overall, a part of me wants to appreciate Dutch as a whole because I love Angel. The limited series are now, I think it's now a regular series since I think it has a second season coming out. But as for the lead franchise, the movie series, I feel like it recovered somewhat in the second film, but it's right back down when it comes to the third film for, yes, it's larger in scope since now Dutch is in Italy. Yes, now the Italian mob's involved, but it just doesn't have anything that feels like it's substance. It's all very much sustenance to keep the story going, but nothing that really makes this franchise stand out, especially if you look at it beyond the BET Plus landscape and really start comparing it to other crime dramas out there.